Welcome to Pilates with Jen, and thanks for joining me today. Today, I am bringing you a Pilates-inspired rebounder workout. We are going to be mobilizing our body from head to toe, as well as building core strength. I am using a prop today. The prop of choice today I'm using is a TheraBand. I do have a heavy TheraBand, which is a green TheraBand. If you don't have a TheraBand, you can use any type of resistance band that can get around your handlebars, or you can even use a men's or a women's belt. It just allows your body to get deeper into that C curve if your arms are shorter and you truly cannot get into it. I love to use it to mobilize the body and get deeper into mobility work. So once you grab your bands of choice, I'll meet you on the rebounder. All right, once you're ready, go ahead, jump onto that rebounder. Let's go ahead, separate our feet, hip distance apart, soft bend in those knees. Hold on to that handlebar to begin that lymphatic flush. Jaw is closed, chin is up a little bit higher, driving your feet force equally through the heels and the toes. Just bouncing here, getting that lymphatic system starting to work. I like to hold on because I do like to close my eyes at this point. And balance is definitely a challenge when the eyes are closed. 20 more seconds here. We're going to go into rotational twist. Everything's starting to get loose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Taking my right hand, bringing it to the left, twisting towards the left. Just keep driving those heels, crossing the right hand over, twisting towards the right. Let's go for one more on each side. Once you come back to center, bring it back up here. Arms are going to come down by your sides if available. Otherwise, keep one hand on the handlebar. Reach those arms up to the clouds. You're going to pull those arms down. Abs are pulled in. You're going to close those arms together. Open them wide. Close them together. Open them wide. We have 5, 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Come to a slow stop. Hands are coming to the handlebar, feet are coming parallel, hip distance apart, beginning with our footwork here. Slight handle hold onto the foot bar. You're going to go ahead, come down into a squat, stand yourself up. You're trying not to use the handlebar as much as possible. Light touch on the handlebar, trying to use that lower body to lower yourself down and lift yourself up. We have 3 more. For 2. On this next one, when you find yourself down, hold yourself down halfway. Let's pulse it up and down. Keep those knees over those ankles, behind that second toe. Relax those shoulders for 3, 2, 1. Stand it all the way up. Shake it on out. Bounce it for a second. Go bring your feet to Pilates V, wide, so that's wider than hip bones distance apart in a turnout position. Same here, plie squat, you're gonna drop it down, lift it up, getting into deep mobility, squeeze the glutes at the top. Lower and lift. So strength training with mobility work, resistance from that mat, much different than being on a mat on a floor. We have 4, 3, 2. This last one, we're gonna hold it down, just hold it here. You're gonna drop the heels and lift the heels. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Feel the burn for 5, 4, 3, 2, the shake is beginning. Last one, go ahead, stand it on up and bounce it out for a moment. Come into small Pilates V. Heels are connected, toes are separated, hands are on that bar. You're gonna go ahead, squat it down, lift it up, squat it down, and lift. Heart rate is coming up way more than it would in a mat Pilates class because you have that resistance, keeping that heart rate up in between. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, we're gonna hold it down. Just hold it down, bring your hands down. Try to drop your heels. Sit down into that squat. Mobility work here. Try to rock it forward on the balls of your feet. Drop it back. Why a handlebar is so important. Helps you get deeper into that mobility work. Forward and back. We got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, stand it all the way up. Let's take those feet, bringing hip distance apart, and health bounce it out. Bring that blood back to those legs. Circulate, take deep breaths in. Exhale through the nose. So I am a Pilates instructor, 5,500 hours certified, not 5,000. And we are taught to breathe through our nose and exhale through our mouth, but I am definitely trying to do nose breathing both ways. This is where we're gonna grab our TheraBand. If you don't have a TheraBand, stay closer to your handlebar. Soft, gentle bounce. TheraBand's coming, arms are coming in between that TheraBand, long tails, arms are resting by your sides. From here, soft, gentle bounce. If it's available, abs are pulled in. You're gonna reach those arms up to the clouds, drop the shoulders down, pull the abs in. You're gonna drop the left wrist to the left hip in for lateral flexion, soft bend in the knees, reach on over. Bring it back up to center. If bouncing is too much, slow it down or stay quiet and try to reach, cinch the hip to the waist and repeat. Side to side, gentle bouncing if available, otherwise the mat staying quiet. Last 3. For 2, trying to keep those hips square to the pole in front of you. 1 more here. Bring it back to center. Arms are coming down towards the handle, reaching up. If you feel safe, get a little deeper into that bounce. Reaching down, lifting up. So you're pulling a little bit away on that TheraBand. So you're engaging those muscles even though we're working in mobility. So it's helping us build muscle strength because those muscles are engaged against gravity. Let's go for 1 more here. Next time you have it up over your head, hold it there. Now I want you to pull the band apart first. Bend the elbows, bring the bar behind your back to your shoulder blades. Reach it up. Again, pull it down, pull apart on that band, and reach it up. So remember, I'm using a heavier band for core support, and also it's heavier for muscle strength. If this band is too much, you can always have multiple, a little bit of a lighter one behind your back. Last 2, then we're gonna combine all those moves together. Next time the arms come to the clouds, hold it there. Walk you through it. Laterally flex towards the left. Pull the abs in, cinch the left hip to the left rib. Bring it back up to center. right side, right wrist, right rib to right hip, back to center. You're gonna drop it down towards the foot bar. Now this time you're gonna bring it up over your head. Keep those arms straight. Get full circle motion of the arms. Come back. Mobility for the arms and the back body. Reach it up. Great job. Hold it at top. One more round. Laterally flex to the left. Up to the center. Laterally flex to the right. Up to the center. Drop the arms down. Reach the arms up, behind. Get that full range of mobility. Feet are gripping into that mat. Abs are still pulled in. Bring it up to center and go ahead. Bring your arms down. Go ahead. Slow that bounce down. We're gonna come into a little bit of a squat walk here. So soft bend in your knees. Hold on to that bar. Hands can be a prayer. You wanna stick that bum out. Abs are pulled in. If you want more, you get lower. If you want less, you come higher. Your choice here. We're going into core. After this, getting this full body motion in, pushing it through, breathing it out. Can you get a little bit lower? We only got 20 seconds left. Pushing it out. Really push that weight equally. Stick that booty out. Pull those abs in. Shoulders are away. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, stand it on up, and go ahead. You're gonna have a seat down onto your mat. Now this is where I like the heavier bands, especially if you're a little bit weaker in the core. And to be honest with you, I'm building my core muscles back up. Both of my parents had passed recently, and I've been away from my exercise routine, so honest. So I am gonna use a heavier TheraBand, gonna give me a little bit more resistance in this workout. I'm gonna sit up nice and tall, abs are pulled in. I'm gonna come into that C curve. So I'm gonna tilt my pelvis, roll myself back. Now I'm holding onto this TheraBand. I'm gonna pull in, draw the abs into the spine, and lift with my abs with the bar or the band assisting. So if you don't have the band, you're using your arms, but you're not able to come down as far. That is why I love the TheraBand here. Because as you can see, we're gonna go into a little bit deeper of Pilates moves here in a few. Feeling that core work, keeping those shoulders away. We're gonna go for 3 more, and we're gonna find ourselves lying in that C curve. Last one here. Roll yourself down, something you can maintain. You may choke up on that strap to support you more. Left leg, right leg, whichever one you choose. Opposite hands, for me that's my left leg, right hand. I am going to rotate towards my left knee first. Bring it open. Rotate towards, getting that rotational twist of the waist, feeling that resistance a little bit gentler on the spine than what you would be down on the floor. Also giving you some support. We have 3, 2, last one. You're gonna hold it open. Now the leg's just gonna move. You're gonna extend the leg out, pull it back in, extend it out, pull it in. Think about that oblique, really pulling in that heavy leg. We got 4, 3, try to loosen that grip, 2, caught myself really gripping. Last one, go ahead, bring that leg down and roll yourself up. Let's switch hands. We're gonna find ourselves in that C curve. This time my left hand is coming behind my head, my right knee is coming to table stop. Remember, loosen up on that strap. We're gonna rotate towards the right knee first, bring it back to center. Think about bringing that armpit towards the knee, rotating just the rib cage, not the hips. We have 4, 3, 2, last one. You're going to hold it open. You're going to extend the leg long, pull it back in, extend it long, release the tension on the strap. Caught myself again choking up. It must where I need. It's great feedback. It tells you what you need assistance in. For 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, extend that leg down, roll yourself up. Great job. You can release that TheraBand. That TheraBand can get placed on the floor. I want you to go ahead, roll yourself all the way down. I'm going to scooch my bottom all the way towards my bar. Now my feet are coming up towards the bar here, and I'm just going to come into a bit of inversion, trying to bring that blood flow back towards my abdominals after we just worked. If you feel okay here, you can just go ahead, rock yourself gently, bringing the blood back to the abdominals to reduce the soreness. We're going to stay here for about 20 more seconds. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, take your feet off of that bar. Now I'm going to keep my arms open wide. My feet are in a tabletop position. From here, we're going to extend both legs up over the hips. We're going to bend our knees down. So getting through straight leg extension, extending them up towards the clouds, bending them down. Think about squeezing those kneecaps towards those quads to lengthen through those hamstrings. Squeeze. You can definitely be to the side of your foot bar here, but being aware of your body and where it is in space is just as important. Last 2. And 1 more. Go ahead, bring your feet down. Carefully roll yourself up. Oh, needed a little help there. And let's go ahead, while we're down here, let's do a little more core work. So coming into a little bit of bird dog. We're coming with our arms and knees onto the mat. So our wrists are underneath our shoulders, our knees are underneath our hips. Now I want you to gently rock back and forth and think about how this mat transfers weight from side to side. So as we begin, we'll begin slowly, just so you can adjust your weight here. So we're going to begin, I'm going to begin with my left hand. So I'm going to lift my left hand. Feel the weight shift over to the right, how much it has to take on to that resistance mat. So pull those abs in, send those shoulders back. If it's available, lift that left leg. If it's also available, you can extend the left leg long. Actually, that's my right leg, opposite leg, sorry. So just reaching long, feeling the balance come from the core. You don't even have to do much. It's just naturally working through that resistance mat, challenging your balance. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place the hand down, bring the knee down. Come into child's pose for a moment. And I'm not sure about you, but I know when I do some work on my knees on a regular Pilates mat on the floor, I need a little bit of an extra cushion, where on this mat, I don't need it so much. So abs are pulled in, starting with my right hand, reaching long. Left hand, weaker side, really needs to compensate. I'm gonna open up my fingers wider. I'm going to reach my left leg long, stabilize through my core, pull those abs in, shoulders are away. We're just holding. Breathe it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place that knee down. Send yourself back into child's pose. And then we are carefully going to go ahead, step up on the mat. Now I'm gonna keep my hands holding down to this bar, and I am just gonna go into a gentle bounce. So we're going into a butts up bounce, working into the back body of those glutes, just bouncing up and down. If you cannot get down this far, by all means, just hold onto the bar and do what works for you. Just pull those abs in towards that spine. Gentle health bounce, rocking up and down, bouncing through that gravity. We got 20 seconds here. Breathe it out. Let all the stress, relief drain away from your body. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Carefully grab onto your bar. Carefully roll yourself up. Roll those shoulders back. Come and face your handlebar. And let's just finish up here with a little bit of a cool down. So I'm gonna bring my feet externally rotated, pull the abs in, bring my arms by the sides, just shake my wrist, let everything melt in to that mat. Just flushing out, bringing the circulation back to those tired muscles. We got 10 more seconds. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And come to a quiet bounce. And thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this Pilates workout on the Rebounder. Please like, comment, share, drop a comment. Let me know if you like this or you want to see more or you prefer not to see this. That is all fine. Just leave your comments below and I'll be sure to get back to you. Until next time, I'll meet you in the studio. Bye.